Good evening. This is Making the Case. I'm Yodit Tewolde. We begin tonight in Louisville, Kentucky, and the start of the long-awaited trial of the only officer to be criminally charged in connection with the police raid that killed Breonna Taylor. Officers from the Louisville Metro Police Department executed a no-knock warrant on Breonna's apartment back in March of 2020. It's been 2 years and still no one has been charged directly with killing the 26-year-old EMT worker. However, testimony began today in the trial for former officer Brett Hankison, who's facing charges of wanton endangerment for firing into a neighbor's apartment. I've got my two legal experts joining me tonight, criminal defense attorney Phil Hamilton and former prosecutor Bernarda Villalona. Thank you so much for joining me, you two. All right, so this trial may be the closest that Breonna's family will come to getting some kind of accountability for her death. Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron is standing by the grand jury decision not to charge any of the officers directly responsible for her death. Now, I recently spoke with Lenita Baker. She's the civil suit attorney for Breonna's family. She told me that they're frustrated by what they see is a lack of justice for their daughter. Listen.
They are continuing to press the federal government, the Department of Justice, which are still investigating civil rights violations, to indict the officers that they feel are responsible for Breonna's murder. And that's for all three of the officers. They've all been terminated by Louisville Metro Police Department, but termination's not enough. We're coming up on the 2-year mark next month, and they still want justice for Breonna Taylor.
All right, so guys, let's talk about the prosecution's opening statements. They made clear that this defendant wasn't on trial for killing Breonna Taylor. The prosecutor even went as far as saying that Breonna should not have been dead that night. She shouldn't have been killed, and mentioned the multi-million-dollar civil settlement that the city paid out to the family. Could this hurt the defense? Bernarda.
So first off, I need to clarify something because it really irks me every time I hear about Attorney General Daniel Cameron talk about he's standing by the grand jury's decision not to indict on homicide charges. Sir, you did not present homicide charges to the grand jury for them to consider. That was your decision. That's why no homicide charges were presented to the grand jury. Anyway, aside from that, during the opening statements, I actually had to watch it twice, Yodit, because at times I questioned whether it was actually a prosecutor that was giving a prosecutor's opening statement, because so many things came out that I was like, what does it have to do with the case? How are you furthering the interest of your case in terms of showing the guilt of this officer? I just didn't see it in terms of, it seems that she was saying that it was okay, the things that actually happened. So I was confused by her opening statement. I thought the defense did a much better job calling this a chaotic scene, and that Brett Hankison was unfortunately justified in this case.
Well, we'll get to the defense's opening in a few. Phil, let me get your thoughts then on the prosecution's opening statements.
Yodit, I think that the prosecution, in all fairness, did a good job of just thematically threading through the recklessness, right? Like the alluding to the $12 million settlement that the city made, the alluding to the fact that although this is not about Breonna Taylor's death, the fact is we all know her family's in the courtroom. She died as a result of that recklessness. So I think when you are thinking about persuading a jury, hooking them in ultimately to your story, yes, there's always a legal component of the case. And as the prosecution, they have to meet their burden, prove the case on the elements. But let's be frank, when you're at trial, it's theater. There's a lot of storytelling involved. And I don't care who's on that jury, unless they've been living under a rock for the last 3 years, they get the importance and understanding of what happened here. And it would almost be malpractice to not explore that. So I think they actually did a pretty good job just in terms of already rebutting where the defense is trying to go. To the extent that they're saying that this is a chaotic scene, it still doesn't nevertheless excuse recklessness. And that's ultimately what happened here. And that's what they have to prove.
Because it made me question whether the prosecution was trying to perhaps lay seeds in these jurors' minds that when you say multi-million-dollar, $12 million settlement, I mean, these are regular people. They're not lawyers, right? So when you hear something like that, you automatically believe that something went wrong, right? All right, so let's talk about the defense's opening statements. Bernarda, the defendant or the defense attorney that is, said that the defendant, his client, did what he was trained to do that night: shoot until the threat is stopped. But the threat wasn't in the apartment next door. You say the defense did well. Please explain.
I think they did well for the facts that they have. You got to think, they can't make up facts. They have to deal with what's present. But actually, there are some things that they can make up because remember, body cameras weren't used for this execution of this search warrant. So we're left with the testimony of whatever officers or whatever civilians were out there to see what happened. In terms of what the defense did, one thing is that they confirmed that Brett Hankison will be testifying in his own defense. So we will be hearing from him and see why he took the actions that he did. In the end, you're completely on the different side of where Breonna Taylor's apartment was, and you're the only one shooting at that side. So it's hard to get over that. But what the defense did is that they said that regardless of where he was, that he was justified and reasonable in taking the actions that he did because he perceived a man with an AR assault rifle in his hand.
Phil, Breonna's mother was inside the courtroom and made it clear why she would be in attendance every day of this trial. She needs Brett Hankison to see her, to know that she and her family were also impacted by his actions. Could this also add some pressure to the jury into finding him guilty?
I don't know necessarily if it adds pressure, but it certainly gives the aura of importance. It humanizes, right? To the extent that this trial is not about Breonna Taylor, at least legally, and the fact that she is no longer here because of the actions of these officers. Her mother being there kind of continues her legacy into that courtroom when they are ultimately looking for justice. As Bernarda and it was discussed earlier in the trailer, there have been no criminal charges pressed against the officers, be it choices that the attorney general decided to make in terms of what to charge in the grand jury and whatnot. The fact is, none of them were ever charged with any criminal offenses with respect to what happened to Ms. Taylor. We have to remember, Hankison is actually on trial for endangering, ironically, the neighbors next door. And so, to the extent that her mother is there, it does nevertheless keep the story. When we're talking about hooking into the story, I think it helps the jury just remember that, yes, although we are not here for Breonna Taylor legally, the fact is, but for what happened to her, we wouldn't be here having to decide the fate and guilt or non-guilt of this officer who recklessly, or maybe not so much, we have to figure out what the jury's going to come back with, shot into that apartment, sending bullets into the apartment of the neighboring unit.
All right, guys, let's shift gears to the other big trial we're covering, the federal trial of the 3 former Minneapolis police officers charged with violating George Floyd's civil rights. The jury deliberated for a full day today and will return in the morning. Also today, the judge signed an order to seal the identities of the jurors for 10 years. By comparison, the identities of the jury in the Derek Chauvin trial was released 6 months after that verdict. Bernarda, give me your quick thoughts on the judge's order there.
So I think maybe he wants to take into account, he doesn't want to put pressure on the jury for the jury to think that maybe because the public will know who they are, they have to rule in a certain way. So I think that removes a lot of the pressure from the jury. So the judge was being cautious in the sense of, let me do this now so they know that their identity, unless they choose to come out and give their identity, that it will be hidden from the public.
All right, Phil, the judge went through the charges and reminded the jury that they need to consider the evidence against each defendant separately and return a separate verdict for each count. Now, each of these officers clearly played a different role that day, but will the jury be able to separate them from their respective roles or just lump them together as one group of bad actors?
Historically, I have seen within the cases I've tried, I'm sure Bernarda can say the same. Jurors, by the time you've been through the process, you, as the finder of fact, have been on trial as well for, say, a week, 2 weeks, somewhere along those lines. You pick up very well on the legal nuances and you start to learn how to compartmentalize with respect to any number of issues that are presented in any given trial. Granted, this trial is a more, you can say, press covered case, a more important case, of course, a fact heavy case. And when you're talking about civil rights deprivations, it takes on even a different layer than what we, dealt with at the state trial. But nevertheless, historically, I have seen jurors be able, when we're talking sometimes about 10 counts and having to come back and find guilt or non-guilt on 10 counts or more, I have found historically they can do it, particularly when you have a group of 12. You're always going to have a couple of leaders within that bunch that can help the others who may have issues with compartmentalizing and trying to lump people all together. You have those leaders within the jury that can help explain to everyone, no, we have to consider each count against each separate defendant, and we have to look at the evidence as given upon each separate defendant before making our decision. So I just historically, based on my experience, believe the jury will be able to, compartmentalize and come to, a separate verdict for each respective defendant.
Bernarda, could jurors acquit all three or some even because they feel that Chauvin's murder conviction and guilty plea on his federal charges are enough?
Absolutely. That's a chance that you run with trying this case, especially with trying the federal case first. The problem is that regardless what happens with the federal case, remember that there's still a state case trial that's going to take place. And all three of these defendants testified in the federal case, and that can be used against them at the state trial. With jurors, you just don't know. Has the prosecution proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt? Absolutely. But you also know about jury nullification.
All right, guys. Phil Hamilton, Bernarda Villalona, thank you so very much for your time tonight and expertise. I appreciate you both.